I finally took the plunge beneath Hyrule Castle. And I am glad to say I have completed Zelda Tears of the Kingdom finally. Now listen, I've put out a lot of videos on Zelda, everywhere from glitches to how to max out arrows, get rupees. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a fun ride. And I'll be honest, I'm extremely happy with how it all went down. Let's get straight into me finishing up Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, starting off by saying, smash that like button. Y'all already know the vibes. Hit that subscribe button if you're brand new. I got all kinds of videos. And comment down below. Let me know if you have completed Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, if you're working on it, if you're trying to perfect it. Get 100% in the game, because I feel like that's my next adventure with Zelda. And man, I think that's going to be a lot harder than any other game I've ever completed in its entirety. But without further ado, let's talk about this Demon King Ganondorf and me finishing him to pieces. Because I'll be honest with you, the entire game that is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I was all about glitches and getting the most rupees and getting the most materials, duplicating materials and all that stuff. And that's what really made this game a lot of fun. And to me, when it came down to finally beating Ganondorf, it wasn't really an issue, just because I had glitched through most of the game in terms of like the materials to get all the high powered stuff, like the armor suits, the attack up specials, like you just seen, the food combinations to get. Now, there are a lot more food combinations to get. There are a lot more missions for me to complete, but as far as the main mission is concerned, it wasn't really much of a challenge. And I was able to easily beat Ganondorf in his multiple forms. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be easy or quick, but man, they gave this dude, look at all this health they gave him. Not just a little bit. His second form, they gave this man 3 bars and a half. But you know, it is what it is. But like I was saying, in the grand scheme that is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I really do believe this was easily one of the best games that I played all of 2023. I've spent about 240 hours total in the game, and I'm pretty sure that's on the light side of what these hours are looking like for people playing this game. But I really enjoyed my time with the game. Everything from completing all of the shrines, doing all of the light routes, everything like that. I still need to defeat a lot of the monsters to complete the game. I'm really right around 60% after completing the final mission of beating the game in its entirety, and that includes finding all of everything for 100% completion. So I think that's gonna be my next adventure in this game. But yeah, I'm not really gonna start that immediately, because that's a lot of time. And like I said, I've already put in 240 hours. Speaking of which, comment down below. Let me know how many hours you have in the game, and are you planning on completing it 100%? Because I mean, I think that's just a powerful task. You're just a beast if you do that, which I think I'm gonna do it. But yeah, it's crazy. And anyway, back to this final scene of you actually beating Ganondorf as a dragon. Now, throughout the entire game, spoiler alert if you haven't finished it, I'm knowing that Zelda was the dragon that I'm on, the light dragon, because, you know, through context and doing the teardrops, you kind of figure that out. but I was not expecting Ganondorf to be a dragon ultimately. So that actually surprised me in the end and made for an epic final battle. But ultimately, like I said, because I had the attack up, I had the bone bonus with my gear. It was not a hard battle, but it was a beautiful, epic battle. And I really think out of the Game of the Year contenders, Zelda probably would have been my number one choice. I love Spider-Man 2. I didn't play Baldur's Gate, though I'm not a top-down turn-based RPG player, but I totally understand the popularity behind it and the fan base behind Baldur's Gate. But if it was down to me, I would say Zelda would be easy shoe-in for Game of the Year winner, because this game from beginning to end was absolutely stunning. I hadn't played a Zelda since the Nintendo Wii, and I still can't remember it might have been Ocarina of Time, but I can't even remember what game it was when I played it. But this being the first Zelda game that I've played in a very long time was absolutely breathtaking, from the building to the shrines to the puzzles to everything. Like, the elements of this game were spot on. When you were in the sun, you were hot. When you were in the shade, you cooled down. When you were in the snow, you were freezing if you didn't have on the right gear. I absolutely enjoy that when it comes to RPGs, because it's about the elements and survivability if you are considering yourself an RPG. And I think Zelda Tears of the Kingdom nailed this on the head. And I don't believe a game like Spider-Man competes with that, just because I love Spider-Man, and it just didn't have as much of everything that Zelda had. Alan Wake, another Game of the Year contender. Again, I just don't think he competes on the level of Zelda, just because Zelda had so much to do, and in everything you did, it was intricate and it was thought out and well planned. And I just appreciated every aspect of that. Mario Wonder, there's no way it could have held up to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, I do believe Zelda was a very close second in Game of the Year contender. I wish they would give like the final list for Game of the Years, but yeah, this game was absolutely epic. And I'm glad I'm finally finished with the main story, because the story in itself was beautiful, and the powers of time travel and the way in which they wrapped the story up in terms of Zelda and Link was just beautiful. And like, the cinematics in this game were just top notch. But as I said, I'm finished with the main story, even though it took me halfway to December to get it done. It is done. And I just want to say, I appreciate y'all watching all of the Zelda content that I've put out. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it was. It's your boy Dubs. CP, here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's blow up. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more WCP videos. I'm out. Deuces.